Breaking news. First violence erupted in Jiribam, Manipur. Unrest, 6 churches and 26 HMAR houses were looted and burned in Jiribam town. The Indigenous Tribes Advocacy Committee (ITEC), Perjol District and Jiribam District, Manipur, condemns in the strongest terms the dastardly acts of the Arab Bitangle and the proscribed Meitei terrorists for burning down and vandalizing houses and properties of the Kuki-Zomi HMAR indigenous tribes in Jiribam town on the night of 16 November 2024. As per the condemnation issued by the ITEC on 19 November 2024 stated that 6 churches along with the pastor's quarter had been vandalized and burned. Also, 26 houses were looted and burned by the Meitei terrorists in Jiribam town area, namely 1. Independent Church of India, a church building and pastor's quarter vandalized and burned. 2. Evangelical Free Church of India, EFCI, a church building and pastor's quarter vandalized and burned. 3. Both the Kurd School and Salvation Army, both the school and the Salvation Army church buildings burned. 4. Presbyterian Vipe Church, a church building and pastor's quarter vandalized and burned. 5. Evangelical Assembly Church ESC, a church building and pastor's quarter vandalized and burned. 6. Wesleyan Methodist Church, a church building and pastor's quarter vandalized and burned. 7. Mistress Lanlaimong house vandalized and burned. 8. Mistress Sonamoy house vandalized and tea hotel burned. 9. Mr. John Daniel Tuller house vandalized. 10. Upa Thangsanglur vandalized and burned. 11. Mrs. Calvary Moy house vandalized. 12. Mr. David Amo house vandalized. 13. Upa H. Zedinga house vandalized and burned. 14. Mr. S. Ralsun house burned. 15. Upa Lalkolin house vandalized. 16. Mr. Kaya Zote house vandalized. 17. Upa Thang Sung Varte house vandalized. 18. Mr. Sapton Lane house vandalized. 19. Mr. C. Lanon Sim house vandalized. 20. Mrs. Ngamro Kim house vandalized. 21. Mrs. Ali Kobong house vandalized. 22. Mr. L. Remkung house vandalized. 23. Mr. Ramsangzul house vandalized. 24. Upa Ralton Lui house vandalized and burned. 25. Mr. Lalzom Gangte house vandalized. 26. Mr. H. N. Lala house vandalized. 27. Mrs. Rangnei house vandalized. 28. Mr. Darthang Suk house vandalized. 29. Mr. Rotangkum vandalized and looted. 30. Mr. Lalmalsom Varte vandalized. 31. Mr. Laremsang Naisil house burned and vandalized. 32. Mr. Laremsang Songate house vandalized and burned. In the recent past, through the influence of the press statement communicated 23 August, 7 September, 18 September, 19 September, 18 October, and 15 November 2024, the ITEC has been fervently requesting authorities and concerned to prevent the heinous acts of the Arab Bitangle and the banned Meitei terrorists. The government administrative authorities and securities concerned have been informed of the presence of the Arab Bitangle violent extremists, valley-based proscribed Meitei terrorists, that is the UNLF, the Z5 comprising of the UNLFK, KYKLO, KYKLS, PREPAK, and the KCP in Jiribam and its periphery. The imminent attack against the indigenous Kuki-Zomi HMAR people by these violent extremists and Meitei terrorists. Despite the press statement communique alerts issued by the ITEC, the securities, especially the Manipur State Police and commandos, intelligence, and those maintaining law and order have been purposely turning a blind eye. The attacks perpetrated on Jarom Village, Jiribam District on 7 November 2024 and the gruesome murder of Mrs. So Sang Kim, a HMAR tribal woman, besides burning down of at least 19 tribal homes right under the nose of the CRPF Jawans, and the subsequent burning down and vandalization of churches and homes belonging to the Kuki-Zomi HMAR tribal people within Jiribam town on the night of 16 November 2024 are the latest examples of negligence and discrimination shown towards the indigenous tribal people in Jiribam and its peripheral areas. The ITEC urges the Manipur state government machinery controlled by the majority Meitei community to stop disinformation campaign against the Kukis of Myanmar tribals in Manipur. The tribal village volunteers being called and reported as militants to the media and the press and so on. The government must realize that the core issue is land and land rights of the indigenous tribal people and the aspiration for self-rule and separate administration, and therefore works towards restoration of peace in this direction. Of the recent burning down and vandalization of tribal homes, places of worship, and properties in Jiribam town by the Arambay Dingle and Meitei terrorists, the ITEC demands thorough investigation by the government for compensation as well as punishing the culprits as per law. Manipur Chief Minister and Biren-led government is failed to protect the Indian citizens for both sides of the communities. To bring back normalcy in Manipur is must, and total separation is the only permanent solution in Manipur now. This news is brought to you by HMAR ARASI News.